Hi everybody, welcome to the video surprise of the day. Today's video surprise on the Lexus hidden costs. So definitely there's some hidden costs I learned when I got my vehicle. Before I go into that, please remember to subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of new videos, and I really appreciate that thumbs up. Thank you very much in advance. First of all, this is my 2020 Lexus GS 350 F Sport rear-wheel drive. Yes, it's the rear-wheel drive one. I'm in sunny California, and I keep the vehicle nice and clean and always in great condition, except when it rains, I guess. And so this one in particular only has about 13,000 miles. Sorry, there's some shadows in the video. That's the only time I can take the pictures before it rains. And yes, I get the windows tinted. Those are like things I normally do for most of my vehicles because I like to keep the heat out of my vehicle. So today's subject is why own a Lexus in particular, and there's a lot of extra costs, right? I'm going to talk about some of the hidden costs as we admire the beautiful vehicle as well. So including the nice leather, the better plastic instead of the hard plastic, the trim, the design, and etc. Right? It's always like looks good, rides good, the material inside it's just really great. And the day you get into it, you know it's a beautiful Lexus. So let's start out with the first thing. So Lexus, if you do your maintenance with the dealer, like many people do, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. Just oil changes would be more expensive. I'm just going to say the Toyota Camry because we have a Toyota Camry as well in our family, and it's about $150 or so compared to like $85 for the Toyota one. So this is at a dealer, and because their labor rates are higher for the maintenance, right? So, and also there's a lot of other maintenance that I found out this vehicle has. You had to do spark plugs at 60,000 mile for this one because it has a six-cylinder V6 engine, of course, and so it's gonna be more soon and more costly when you do that, right? And at the same time, you have the front brakes, all right, and those about $550 to do it, and the two pads, and the OEM one, of course, they don't sell that many of these pads compared to say the Camry, and we had to do it around 25,000 miles and maybe 20,000 depending on what kind of driving you do, and that could be costly. If you don't do the rotors as well, it's about 1,500. So that's the thing about this GS. If you're looking for one, you might want to consider the cost as well too. Just so a lot of people own this for a while and decide to sell it or trade it in or something because the car is still great. It's just this GS, the brakes, actually the rotors and pads wear out quite early, right? And if you had an ES, that'd be different. Um, so parts and maintenance are the items that you should be concerned about. The other item that you want to think about is the gas mileage. Since this is a six-cylinder, it's not going to be that great, and it has to use premium fuel. Of course, accidentally put the other fuel in. It's good, but your vehicle slows down. So I did that before. Had another GS, and it slowed down. But these are nice with these 19-inch wheels as well too. So everything looks and matches really great. It's a pleasure to drive, and it never keeps you bored, and it's very quiet inside. So, and another thing that we sacrifice. This is not really the cost that hits you um, on the vehicle, but the thing is, it doesn't have the latest technology. That's the thing. It doesn't have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, or even Qi charging, right? In this GS, it doesn't have a sunglass holder, but I don't mind those things. I could just use my phone, and get the GPS. It has a GPS system, but it's not really that great for GPS. You probably saw my other video if I rapped about it, right? There is another cost that's a little bit more expensive, and that's called the insurance cost. So compared to the Camry we have the same amount of mileage and stuff like that. This one is going to be a little bit more pricey in terms of the insurance. Not a whole lot, thankfully, because this car isn't that new anymore. When it was new, it's a lot more expensive. So, but I gotta admire the interior. You got the nice door trim that's really nice. There's a special metal here. After these years, I pretty much forgot the name, but it's beautiful design. and it's really unique. And this one feels really great in your hand, and it handles really great with the special steering. I think it's AVS if I'm not mistaken. And this one, you know, the infotainment screen's very great, very nice big size and stuff like that. And Mark Levinson, who can forget the Mark Levinson sound system? One of the better options to get if you're buying a Lexus. And compared to even JBL, I mean the Lexus one is hands down is so much better. So, but it's always comfortable, pleasure to drive, have enough power, and the material is just great. Even the headliner, you can see it over here, it's great. Of course, mine seems to attract a lot of dust because it's black in the interior, but it's beautiful. You got LED lights and stuff like that. But the parts definitely is going to be a concern when the vehicle gets older. Hopefully it gives you an idea on the Lexus. Of course, it's not an SUV at the same time. If you're shopping for one of these, please help me out with a thumbs up, comment or share. Please leave it below. And remember to subscribe. See you next time. Have a good one. Bye.